Okay, we're here today with our newest success story by the name of John. John, go ahead and introduce yourself. Just give us your first and last name, where you're from, how much credit you've just gotten.
Yeah, hi, my name's John Whitfield. I'm from Kansas City, and in the last several months, I've received a little over 120,000 in unsecured credit.
Great. And can you just tell everybody the time frame you got it? Because a lot of people think, oh, it's hard to get credit in today's market. Can you tell us the months and year you started with us and when you got this credit?
Sure, it started from around August of last year through January of 2013.
So August 2012 through January 2013.
Yes,
And you got how much credit?
about 122,000.
Now, a lot of people ask me if you have to have good personal credit to get this kind of credit. So can you just share and show people what your personal credit is now and what it's been, basically?
Sure, I've got a copy of a credit report right here, and here's my FICO score.
Let's see your name there. Can we put it a little closer? John Jeffrey Whitfield. Looks like 497 to me.
That's correct.
So let me see if I understand this. You started with us at the end of 2012, worked with us till the beginning of 2013. In today's credit market, have a credit score of 497 personally, and you got $122,000 in business credit.
That's correct.
That's amazing. Let's just go see them real quick. I want to, because I always say seeing is believing. But before we do, I just want to make a comment. You got a lot of this credit in what we call vendor credit, meaning credit you can use at certain vendors, Home Depot, Lowe's, Sam's Club, these kinds of things, which normally you could only use at those stores to buy things. But we have a very unique program called our Credit to Cash Advance program, where you can actually take these vendor accounts and convert them to cash, which you've also done. So before we talk about that part of the program, let's just see your approval. So let's go ahead and just show them, because I always like people to see what we talk about.
Sure, here's the first company I started, and here's a Shell card with a limit of 2,500.
Okay.
Here's a Lowe's account with a limit of 5,000.
Okay.
Here's a second Lowe's account I got for the limit of 10,000.
Okay.
Here is a Sam's Club card that had a $15,000 limit on it.
Okay.
Here's a Home Depot card that had, I believe this one had either 7,500 or 8,000 on it.
Okay.
A Staples business card for $500. Office Depot card for $1,000 credit limit. A Sears card with $8,000 limit. A CSI MasterCard with a $10,000 credit limit.
That was a MasterCard with no personal guarantee?
That's correct.
Fantastic.
And then the second LLC, I've got another, I believe, 8,000 with Sears. Another 1,000 with Office Depot. An additional 10,000 with Sam's Club. This one has 15,000 for Home Depot. Another 500 for Staples. And a $4,000 credit limit at Conoco and Phillips stations. And then the third LLC I'm just getting started on, and I've got around 8,000 on this Home Depot card and 4,000 on the Sears card, and I'm getting ready to apply for additional accounts right now on that third LLC.
So you've done something interesting, because all these accounts are non-personally guaranteed, right?
That's correct.
So you're able to go to the same basic vendors with 3 different companies you own and get the same type of accounts, yes?
Yes, that's correct.
And it looks like you went to maybe 5, 6, or 7 of these vendors in each company, yes?
Yes,
And we've recently given you a list of close to 30 vendors. So you got another maybe 20, 22 vendors you can go and apply for in each of the 3 companies. So if you got yourself over 100, let's just call it close to 125,000, with 3 different companies only applying for 6 or 7 accounts, you can see that when you apply for the other 20 accounts in all 3 companies, have another 60 accounts, you're going to be at, close to $500,000, yes?
Yes, it's very exciting.
And all of this is with no personal guarantee and a 497 personal credit score, right?
That's correct,
So just to summarize, what we're really talking about is we met you a handful of months ago during, what people consider to be a difficult time to get credit. You had a 497 personal FICO score. You got $120,000 in business credit. You took a small portion of that so far, decided to use it to turn it into cash, and you're getting $20,000 in cash from that, yes?
That's correct.
And over the next maybe month or 6 weeks, since you got more credit, I assume you might want to take another 40, 50 grand and get yourself maybe 60, 70,000 in cash to work with for your business.
That's exactly what I'm looking at, yes.
Okay.
And as I work with you all step by step, I learned that it was for everybody. And if you just follow it step by step and don't miss any of the steps, but then it works really well. And even for some myself who came to it very down and very upset about my financial situation, by following your program and doing what you said, small step by small step, it all accumulated into the success I'm at now.